Hello, losing weight, ripping vinyl here. Now I'm going to review a few albums since the last time I reviewed anyway. So I'm finishing up on B and started on C. So the first album of these sessions was Sam Brown's April Moon. This is a decent album. It's not nearly as clever as the Stop album. It's pretty straightforward music. Doesn't have any clear hit song or anything. So I don't know why that is actually, because she has obviously the talent and surrounded by the talent to do it. So, well, if you're going to buy one Sam Brown album, it's probably Stop, not April Moon, but it's not a bad album. Anyway, then we have Claudia Brücken, Love and a Million Other Things. Claudia Brücken was in the band Propaganda under the Sanctum Tum label. I bought everything from Sanctum Tum. It was kind of the peak of a new wave. And it was a lot of good things there. And Claudia Brücken carried with her a few good things there, mainly the voice. This album is uneven, and it finishes up with a really strong song, Surprise. That song alone is worth the whole album, actually. I used it as background on the previous exercise video. So just because I like that song so much. So, well, listen to it. It's really good, and buy it. Then we came to another favorite artist of mine, Kate Bush. The first album, The Kick Inside. She was actually picked up by David Gilmour in mid-70s, which ended up making the Wuthering Heights single, among other things. And a few years later, this album came out with Wuthering Heights and others. It's a pretty strong first album for that time. Not nearly her best. Unfortunately, she followed that up with Lionheart, which isn't a bad album, but it's not as good. It has a few really good songs, but also some pretty bad ones. But it was, if I understand correctly, a pretty rushed album following the success of the first one. This one was made pretty fast. Then she started getting other influences and made Never Ever album, and this one is has the hit song Babushka. But every single song on this is actually good. I like Blow Away and Breathing, especially. It really shows that she wanted to experiment and do other fun stuff. And this is one to have, actually. If you like Kate Bush, you must have that one. Then she followed that up. A couple of years later, she took her time with the albums at the time, and The Dreaming. This I consider her maybe her best album. Hounds of Love is also very good, but this showed the way and I actually got surprised because I'd almost forgotten how good it is. So listening to it again from start to finish was really nice. It's a really good album. Again, every song here matters in some way or other, and it has everything from the time. I love this album. Also, you gotta have this. Listen to it a lot. If you don't really get it immediately, listen to it more because it will enter your soul. Well, then the album after that, The Hounds of Love, was the first CD I ever got. So the CD age took over, and I don't have much more in album way with Kate Bush except this mini LP, which had Sat in Your Lap, James and Nicole Gone Live, Babushka, Suspended in Gap, and Un Baiser d'Enfant, which is a French version of another song she already had in English. And then I have a picture interview disc. Interviews with Kate Bush was so rare that whenever one got to tape, it became an album. So bought an album because of an interview alone. There's no music or anything, it's just the interview. So that was what I had of Kate Bush on vinyl. And the last album I had on B was David Byrne, Music from the Knee Place. This is David Byrne doing something that Laurie Anderson is best on of doing. It's a narrative with some music in the background. Fortunately, it's David Byrne himself who do the narrator, so it's and he has a particular voice that is quite pleasing to listen to. So yeah, it's not the most important album in the world, and I don't believe I will listen to it much. But well, then I have 2 Camel albums, but I was thinking that I should, when I've ripped all the Camel albums, I will do a separate review of all the Camel albums because there are quite a few. Well, thank you for this time, and see you next time.